And yesterday we were doing a tool. Okay, so I think you guys wanted this um, topic, right? Shiva has joined. Okay, Shiva is missing from here. Okay, so meanwhile, we will what we will do. We will discuss about this tool search, and then Shiva will also join the session. And yes, Kishore, I've sent you your the video plus including your documentation and the rest of the other detail. I hope you have received that. A quick yes or no, Kishore? Yes, all right. Okay, so meanwhile Shiva joins, let's do again a tool search that we have it. And then probably it's like we're going to come back to the topic that we have it here, because that's something which was actually Shiva was very much interested into. So here, if I come into your this section, which is let me go ahead and log in into the system, which is your admin 125, and then followed by which this is my credential, which I have it here. And once I enter my credential, I will log in into the system. I have it here, and this is a system, which it will take me to home page. And right, so once you log in into the system team, you are going to be taken to your home page, and in your home page, we will see how we can go ahead and do all this tool search that we have it here. So here again, okay, looks like there is something a bit slow. It's taking some time to, okay, Shiva has finally arrived. So anyhow, let me finish off with this tool search. So in this tool search, you will see your, like for example, we have done your manage homepage, right? Yesterday. So in your this manage homepage, if I come here and okay, team, if you are not able to hear me properly, then do let me know. Then I'll in that case, I'll switch off my the cooler which I have it so that you people can hear it properly. So, but if you're able to hear it properly, then it's absolutely fine. So here you can see there's a tool search, and if you remember into manage homepage, what I have to do it, I have to come into the company setting, and from company setting, I have to come to manage homepage, and from manage homepage, I have to click on the whole detail. It's like so you can see it's like it was quite voice is very clear. All right, thank you, Chaitanya. Okay, so here, that we have it here. So here, if you look at your this detail, which is so we were doing your manage home page, and so what I will do, I will come here into the tool search, and I will again search here for manage home page. The moment you write your manage, you can see all these detail. It's like whichever whatever starts with the manage, you can see it's like all these section which is coming up here with the manage. And if I type it here as a manage home page, you will see all your this detail which is going to come with your manage home page that we have it here. And with this manage home page, you can see your whole screen which has opened up here. And in this one, you can see it's like this was the whole custom tile that we created. So that was a one tool search. And let's suppose you are working on something else into your, in this case you're going to work on the compensation home. And since if you have forgotten where the compensation home it is, and so in this case what you can do, you can come here and type in your compensation. So if you type in your compensation and if you type in your home, you can see the first detail which is coming up here. This is your compensation tab which is coming into your this section, right? So if you click on this compensation, it will automatically take you to your compensation home that we have it here. So that was a tool search. We also call it as a power search because that's something which is doing a lot of power search for you. And this is actually good, because going forward, when you people will start practicing into the system, you people will also see that you will use this tool search a lot. And I think couple of people, it's like who are also working into success factor, because there is there are some people what I have got to know that they are already working into success factor. And in that case, you will see it's like you people will also be using a tool search that we have it here. Okay, now let's come to your another topic, which is your subject wise topic that we have it here, and this topic is favorite topic of Shiva that we have it here. So let me show you all these topic that we have it here into your this section. So if I come here into your this section, which is your success factor, and you want to see your content, right? uh, okay, let me see where your content is. Okay, I'm not sure. Hopefully that this is a content theme. So here module wise, I have all these section and detail. I am sure the center has shared with everybody even this document. Let me know team if center has not shared it. In that case, what I will do for your, acha, there's nothing coming up here. Oh, this is gone. I hope it does not hang here. Oh God, what is this? This Adobe Reader DC has stopped working. Okay, I don't know how this will work now. Oh, I don't know, team. What is this? Okay, let me open this again. Yeah, finally you can see it has opened up here. Now you can see it's like all these topic. Let me know, team, the center has shared with you. If they have not shared with your batch, I will personally mail this to all of you. That's a one thing. And second, I will also share all these detail with the center so that going forward they can share it with everybody. So these are the topic that we're going to cover into your introduction to mastery. And here you can see that introduction to your success factor product. This is something which we have already seen into your demo system. Then here it is like your instance provisioning, system explanation, technical architecture. Then you have the integration technology tool. Then you have it your BizX methodology. So all these topic, the close to somewhere around 41 topic that we have it here, which we will see that into your introduction to mastery. Now team, it will be practically impossible for me to go one by one, because I just go with the flow. And when I see that I have covered one topic, and when I see it's like whatever the time which I have it left with me, so in that case I try to cover the some small topic. But when I see it's like when we have some more time, so in that case I try to cover some bigger topic. So that is the reason it is practically it will be impossible for me to go ahead that one by one topic. But what you can do, like for example, you can see it's like your default user permission, and your proxy setting and all these details. But some of these topic it's like which we've already seen, and at least we understand what is all these detail, right? So some of you will see sometimes I will start from here, and then sometimes I will start from here. Once I finish off with my introduction to mastery, then if you feel it's like that any topic which I have not covered it, then you can let me know. Is it fine, team? Okay, team, you
Okay, actually, what else like analytics and reporting? So this is one module, introduction to mastery. Then there is analytics and reporting, and then what else?
yes. Okay, see, we had a discussion that we will be covering. Okay, Kishore is saying yes. Shiva, I also want a response from you, because you were the person who actually wanted to see that. So the second module that we have it here, which is your analytics and reporting, which is right, which is about your reporting and everything. So there's a whole list of reporting. Some reporting are your standard, and some reporting are your we take it some custom based reporting. So in that case, the custom based reporting, we will see how we can actually define your custom based reporting and everything. Then there are certain dashboards and everything, how we can configure all these dashboard and everything. We will see that into your analytics and reporting. Then we have it your BizX mobile. BizX mobile, something which I have already covered it actually. This is not a module. This is just a small topic. If you remember in the option, that I have already showed you, that your mobile and everything, how you can activate and everything, right? So you just don't have to do anything. You just need to, any question, team? You just have to come to your mobile section, and from your mobile section just type in your mail id and send mail, and then this will send you the link, download the app and then activate it. So that's the only thing which is there. So this is what your Bizix mobile actually it is. Then you have it your goal and performance management section. So you have it all these topic and goal and performance management section. Okay, now one thing team, this this content that you're seeing it, this is actually almost like 3 or 3.5 year old back content. Now there is a lot of change which has happened into the success factor system. So probably when we will be covering into a topic, you will find it's like we will be covering a lot of new topic. So I have actually not updated my this content, but there will be a lot of new topic, which we're going to cover it into almost all the modules. So there will be a lot of new topics. So don't that under presumption, that this is the only topic which we're going to cover it. There'll be a lot of new topic also, which I will feel that you should know. So we will cover those topic also. All right, because there's a lot of change which has happened into your success factor system. So we will also like to see those new topic to be covered. Then you have it here as a compensation mastery, and in your compensation mastery that you have it here, you have it your all these team. It is very hot today. Okay, I don't know what is the temperature, but it is extremely hot. So here you have it your compensation mastery, and in your compensation mastery you can see all topic which is related with the compensation. So now what is compensation, what is goal management, performance management section team, that's something which I've already showed you and we have already discussed, that is during my demo session. So if you can recall it, it's fine. If the center had shared the my demo video, you can again play it and you can see it's like what is compensation, what is goal and everything more into your detail. But because it was a demo session, so we have just covered the demo section of it. And and then probably I have not gone into much detail more into your this detail. It's like whenever we're going to cover that topic, we will see into your all these section and detail what we or what all topic we can do that into your compensation. Then this is your employee central, and employee central is again a very big topic. Employee central is equally as big as your introduction to mastery. So the time kind of a time that we're going to spend in your introduction to mastery, same time it will be required to spend on your employee central also. So you can see all these, there are total 43 topic that I have it here. So and I think this covers all your 6 module, which is your employee central. Then you have it your compensation, that makes it 2. Goal management performance, that makes it 4. Then you have it your analytics 5, and then you have it your introduction to mastery, that makes it 6 module. Any question team, you people have it? Shiva?
Ashish, like initially we discussed, we will cover like recruitment also, and this LMS, learning management system, and then time management, SAP Jam also we discussed.
No, we discussed. Okay, let me open my demo PDF. See what I told you, that there is there is whole this module that we have it into your success factor. Out of these module, we're going to cover the 6 module. We during a demo session, yes, I did mention all these, that these are the module that you have it here, and I also mentioned out of this module, 6 module that we're going to cover it. Okay, Jam, if you're talking about Siddharth, Jam is nothing. It's just you know how to use SCN, right? Have you ever
Yeah.
used SCN? So Jam is just like your SCN, where you have certain question, you can post your certain question. Certain unknown people, they come and help you. They share the document, PPT or video, whatever the way they have it here. So they come, and so it is just like your SCN. For that, you don't need any training or something. But yes, you do have to remember one thing: Jam is a paid session, which means just like your SCN, which is free, that you can log in and you can post your question and other people, they can help you. But Jam will be your paid session, and in to use Jam, your organization has to pay for this. Okay, so that's a one
Okay.
thing which you will have to remember. But Jam is very simple to just like your SCN. So if you people have ever used your SCN, so you will know what actually the Jam is. Then since you also mentioned about the LMS, LMS is see, LMS is a good module and it is a training module. That's a one thing. Now another detail, team, that it is. LMS, it's a extremely big module. It is more bigger than your employee central. So this module itself requires a total of somewhere around 35 to 40 session itself. So you can see team, that this entire six module that we have it here, we are covering that into 40 to 45 session. So it's not that that I am going to miss any certain thing into those particular model. It's just that when you are actually we we did a lot of survey into the market, and then what we decided, that these are the six module that people which people that they are looking for, and then we came with a package. So that is we have included all these six module into one package. LMS we have kept out of this because LMS itself is a very big module, and that itself requires around 35 to 40 session that you have it here. So if you want to enroll for LMS, Siddharth, in this case, you will have to enroll it separately. All right, because that itself is a very big module and it's a very huge module. But LMS, all those people who are wondering what is LMS, LMS, it is basically, it is a training module that you have it here. And one thing more, let me tell you, team, unlike your um, that your this module that you see into your success factor system, like your goal management, your performance management, you can see it's like you can click here and automatically your this tab starts coming up here. You click on this and you start doing your configuration. And once you start doing the configuration, then you can implement those detail into the system. But LMS, this module team, like LMS, onboarding and payroll, these are the three module which is what success factor they have done it, they have not developed this into their success factor system. This was a separate company. LMS, they success factor, they have actually bought that company, and then they have linked that particular module into your success factor. Like for example, if I click on this LMS, and let's suppose if I have taken up the LMS module, in this case when you click on this, it will ask you to sign in for your LMS detail. The moment you will sign in, it will take you to a completely a different system altogether, team. Let me show you. I have a client, for whom I'm supporting for LMS. This is a client, which is from the US, and they are a casino client. So this is a similar type of screen. What will happen when you integrate it? It will ask you to sign in with your user ID and password. Let me log in with my user ID. See, one, it is, there's a two-way you can log in. One, it is, you can log integrated with this one. So here also you can enter your user ID and password. Another, it is your LMS, you can log in as an external also. So here if I log in as an external, let me show you your this detail also. And if I log in into your this section, and if I press enter, you will see this screen will be very different. So here this will take some time, team, because it's a very heavy software. And so it's a very heavy software. This will take actually 5 minutes to open up your this whole software. This whole screen that you will see, it's like when we log in into success factor, it just comes into, I think, few seconds only, right? But with LMS, it takes at least 5 minutes time to open up the screen only. So you will have to wait for some time before it opens up your screen. So let me show you, since you bought this topic, so now let me show you how the screen basically it looks like. Okay, so let me, is it doing something? Oh yeah, it's doing something. You can see it is loading, right? So it will take few minutes time, and you will see it will load your this particular system, and then we can go ahead with your you will see all these completely elements that you have it here. Okay, meanwhile it loads and everything, let me also show you that same it goes for your onboarding, and same it goes for your payroll also. Payroll and your onboarding and LMS, it is not developed into your success factor. They have bought this, and then which was a separate company, and then they have integrated with your success factor. Okay, that's still opening it. So many times, team, if you people have an access to all these three detail, in that case, it's a completely a different server altogether. So I hope you got it. What I'm trying to convey you. Meanwhile, this loads, team. Any question?
Ashish, what about this time management? Where does it
Yes.
does it, is it part of Employee Central?
Time management, till your December 2000, no, not December 2017, I think till your, yeah, December 2017 only, team. Time management was part of your Employee Central. But what success factor they have done it with the introduction of your 2018, with the new quarter delta, what they have done it, they have made it a completely separate module. But don't worry, I will cover your time management into your Employee Central only.
Okay, okay, Ashish.
All right, so I will, because so far I have been covering the Employee Central into your Employee Central, so I will cover you that detail also. Now, similar way, it's like, just the way you have it, your positive time management also, negative time management also. I will show you the negative time management. For positive time management, there are certain, just like we have it your schema and PCR. So same way here also it goes. They call it as a business rule. When business rule, some business rule, we're going to see that into your Employee Central, and same way you can create it for your time. But that's something when we will come into the okay, it has still not open it here. But that's something, it's like, when we're going to come into your Employees Central, we're going to, okay, now here you can see your system has opened up here, and you can see this is a completely a different screen altogether, right? So this is how it is, that this is a LMS that you have it here. So this is more related to your training and everything, and you can see all your training detail and everything. You can use your this section that you have it here. I'm going to log out, team, because this was only just to show you. I have shown you all these detail, how does different system and everything basically it looks like. So I'm just going to log it out. And any question on your this topic, on your topic, that anybody has it, because there was some question which was coming on your digital team before I close all these section. Any other question you people has it? Any other topic or something which you people want to know? Shiva? Okay, Kishore is saying not, no, not now. Okay, all right. So I hope you people have received your this document, right, team? Just let me know if anybody has not received. I'll share it with the batch.
I have received the mail, but it is not comprehensive. Could you please send this document? It will be good.
It is not comprehensive means.
No, no, I think the complete topics are not there on the sheet. If you could just share this with me, it'll be good.
Okay, are you saying center is sharing some different PDF?
I did not actually, to be honest, I did not look at all of it. Maybe if you want, I can check it now. Let me have a look.
Okay, I think let me see what the other team members are saying it. If please share. Okay, I think Siddharth, no problem. Because other team member they
No, it is
also
same.
want
It
it.
is the same, but they have just given the module names, but not the topics within the module.
Okay, no problem. I'll share all these topic and everything. Don't worry. So I'll share it with the other batch also. So in that case, you will have all these topic and everything with you. So let me write it down also. And okay, now team, I think I'll have to switch off my cooler. Because this I'll have to charge in my. Okay, just hold on. Give me few minutes. Let me switch over from my cooler to my laptop. Otherwise, this laptop will switch off. Give me 1 minute, team. Yes, team. Hello. Team, are you guys able to hear me? Okay.
Yes, yes, able to hear you.
All right, fine. So did you guys notice any difference when my system, the cooler was on and without cooler in terms of my voice, or it's the same?
Not much actually, Ashish.
Not
It
much.
is the same. So I think you can have your cooler on. I think
Yeah, but
it
my
makes you comfortable.
laptop is not
Yeah,
charged,
it not begin.
Yes, it is. I don't know why, but I'm feeling extremely hot today. So anyhow, let's go ahead with the session. So what is this question? Got it. Kishore is saying yes. Okay, what is the latest? No difference. Acha Kishore is okay, okay, for all right. Okay, no difference. All right. I will ensure it from tomorrow, that my cooler is also on and the session also I take it up here. Okay, any question on any of your these topic team? Let me also write it down that this PDF has to be sent to you so that which I can remember that this is your content PDF. Content PDF. All right, which I'll share it with you people. After the session, you guys will have your this PDF with you. Okay, any other topic that you people want to see before I start your another topic, team? Okay, any questions so far? Okay, no question. All right. So let's see some of your another detail that we have it here, and I also believe I have covered your favorite section also. And into your favorite section, we have seen all these detail and everything that so far we have seen. I am going to start with your RBP team, which is your role-based permission, and RBP, which stands for your role-based detail that we have it here. And let me just write the full form of it. That's a role-based. Oh God. So here I have it here as a role-based permission, and this role-based permission that you can see here, which is coming into your okay. Now let me tell you some description about your role-based, that what actually it is meant by your role-based. Now, team, if you remember my demo, I told you that Success Factor, they have bought this. SAP bought Success Factor, which was into December 2011. They started this process, and the whole merger and acquisition it got completed, which was into December 2018. Okay, this is December 11. Okay, this is showing a date as in, but it is not a date. This is your December 2000, uh, 2011, and this got completed. It was into your December 2013. So then your with your this detail, what actually happened that till that time it's like there was no concept of your RBP came into picture with your role based permission, which was introduced by SAP. So SAP introduced this because there was a very different method of altogether giving your permission and access. So there is whole detail that you have it here, but just do remember your this section because from this section onwards, I will cover it into your when we will start with your employee center, because at this point of time I don't want to cover there certain information which is good to know, but it is always good to know when we are covering those topics. So from here, this is something it's like which we will cover it into your employee center. So this SAP introduced your RBP, and with this introduction of your RBP, you will see there was a another two detail which was introduced, which is your managed permission group and managed permission role. So let me also write this here, which is a managed permission group and managed permission role. So here we have it. Okay, managed permission group. This is your manage permission group and manage permission role. So you can see these two details. So let me just go ahead and define your what is these two detail that we have it here. But before I get down into technically, let's just understand what is all these detail. See, we have a three team member. One I have it here as a Siddharth. One I have it here as a Shiva. Okay, now Siddharth, your name is very close to me because that is also my son name. So your name is something, which is, very common to me.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, but yeah, Siddharth is getting into a common name these days, right? Isn't it? Like a lot of people, if you see, Siddharth.
See, you have a name, which is very popular into India and I think globally, it's a name, which is of Gautam Buddha. So you are
Yes, yes.
keeping a name, which is something, uh, so anyhow, but this name is actually very popular because my son name is also Siddharth. So, so that's the reason, which is one thing which is there, always. Okay, so let's go ahead further. Then we also have it here. We have it here as a Kishore. And so let's suppose, team, there is a three module. I have it here as a compensation management. Then another one, I have it here as a employee central. And then the last module, I have it here, which is your performance management. So in this case, Siddharth is working into your compensation management. Okay, now there is another two option, which is a read and view. So what is read and view, team? So let's make it an interactive session, team, because I find it very boring, when I have to only teach, and when I don't feel any participation. So can somebody tell me what is the basic difference in read and view? I'm sure that's a very basic question which everybody would know. But yes, team, let's make it interactive because this is where, the participation come from the, uh, those team member. Yes, team, what is your read and what is view?
Actually, I think it will be the same thing, right? Read and view accesses will be the same.
If it is the same, then it should have been one word, right? It is actually
So,
different, right? Okay, read means, like for example, when you're reading something, so you just have a. Okay, oh, no, no, hold on. I think I have written the wrong word. Uh, read and okay, hold on. I think I'll have to get down into the system. What the word they have it. I think Siddharth, in a way, you are right. I think I have used a wrong word. I will have to see what they have done it into the system. Okay, but anyhow, so but I think I'm also okay. See, read means it's like like for example, you are able to read your this detail that you have it here. Let's suppose if I open up something here, and you will be able to let's go ahead and see into your this section. Let's suppose if I open up my manage home page, and here if I open up your this section, see if I have a read section into your this section, you will be only able to read. You cannot make any changes into your this section, right? So this is what actually it is called read. View also it sounds very similar thing, but I think the success factor has a meaning, when you can see read, it is when only you can read. View, it is you can read also, and plus you can make the change also. All right, so if I open up your this section, now you will see I am able to read also, and I can change it also. But when you have the read section, in that case, you cannot make any changes into this. So this is what the success factor terminology it is. All right, so that's a read and view that they have it, and I think even the success factor also they have it a view only. So in
Ashish,
the
when we say view, it means we have read access plus change access, is it?
yes, in view access, you have
Okay.
a read access also plus the change access also. But in read access, you have only the read access. You cannot make any changes to this.
Okay.
All right, so that is what the basic difference they have it here. Let's suppose, Siddharth has Siddharth is a compensation management person, so he will have an access to view. So in this case, he will have an access to read plus change also. See, Shiva is a employee centered person. He will have an access to view, and Kishore is a performance management person. He will have an access to view. Rest all these detail team, you will have an access to read. You cannot make any changes to your this section. However, you can read all your this detail that you have it here. So you can only read those details. So if you look at this, if I just talk about your this section, how many role I need to create it here? I need to create two role, right? Because Shiva has a different role. Sorry, Siddharth has a different role, and you can see Shiva plus Kishore has a different role. So I need to create a two role. Then in this one also, if you look at this here, Shiva has a different role, and Siddharth and Kishore has a two different role. So sorry, Siddharth and Kishore has a one role. So in that case, and Shiva that makes another role, so that makes a two role. So same way, Kishore one role and Siddharth and Shiva they share the same role. So in that case, again a two role. So you can have it you like this into your one system, or otherwise you can create it one role, which it will have it here where you can see it's like, in that case, if you go vertical wise, so this will have a one role, this will have a another role, and this will have a another role. So like this, you can define a three role like this wise. So whichever way you want to create it, you can actually go ahead and create it. So and to create a role, you will have to do that into your two sections. So here it is, manage permission group and manage permission role that you have it here. So I'm going to start with your manage permission role, and this is a quite a lengthy topic, team. So you will see it's like, it will have almost it's going to take two sessions to just to cover your role only. So let me come into your role and let me show you how we can actually do your this particular role that you have it here. So if I come here into your manage permission role, so you will see all these existing role that you have it here. So in your this section, it is like, you can see all these existing role and everything which is coming into your this section, and you have it here into your this particular section. You can see your permission role that we have it here. Then here you have it your description, and after your description, so here, okay, now success factor also provides you a lot of standard role into the system, and those standard role, if you want to use that, you can use those standard role. If you want to copy from the standard role and modify that into your company specific role. Let's suppose the standard role has a and B, and you want to modify, copy that, and then modify your A plus B, and also you want to add C, so you can modify that into that one and make it your client specific role. So certain role would be standard, and certain role you can create it as a custom role. So here you have it here, and then you can see it's like, this is your administrative role, and here you can see your description that we have it here. You can see this is your role which is coming up here as an active. Last modification, it was done on which date? You can see it was done on your, now here the system that we have it here, team, this actually follows the US configuration and US timing and everything. So here you can see this is showing up here as a 21 May, which is I think 2 days back. Then if you come into the last section, you can see here into your take action. Into your take action, you can see edit. Edit means you want to make any changes into this section. However, if you click into your this here also, it will come into the edit section, and this is where you can see all your rule that you have it here. Copy section, just the way I told you that you can go ahead and copy A plus B. I mean A plus B, what your success factor standard rule it is, and if you want to copy and add A plus B plus C, you can go ahead and copy all these detail, and you can do that. Then here you have it your view summary. So if you click here into your this section, so let's view your view summary here. Okay, I think this my system is actually blocked with the pop-up here, and I really don't know how to open this. So you can see it is not showing up here. Okay, my this system is actually blocked your with pop-up team, but you can always go ahead and see that. But we can always see this view change history. This change history will always show you here, so you can see on which date who has changed and what changes they have done. You can view all these sections. So you can see there is somebody who has changed on the 21st, and if you want to see that here, you can view. You can view all these sections. Hopefully my pop-up is going to open. Okay, you cannot see that team, and I really don't know how do I open up your this section. uh, Pop-up allow. Okay, this is already allowed, but it is not opening up. So I have a issue on this is my personal laptop. So in this one there is whole issue of your your pop-up which actually happens, and I really don't know from where I can open your this section. And for security reason, I've actually blocked here all these pop-ups, so you can see it is not opening up here. But anyway, you can, when you will have it, you will see all those detail and everything. It will open up into your this section. And then you have it your delete, and that's something if you actually want to go ahead and delete that here. Now, see, you have it your various role here. Here you can see only, I think, first of 10 pages, role that which is coming up into your this section. You can see, item per pages it is coming up here, and you can see page 1 of 3. So then if you click here into your 25, so in your first page only, it will show you all 25 role that you have it here. If you want to see the role into your next page, you can click into the next, and you can see that here. If you remember the name of your role, so here you can, what you can do, you can just type into your um into your this role name, and you can actually search for your this particular role and everything that you have it here. So it will automatically, it will show come to your role and everything. So let me show you that. So let's suppose if in my second page I can see there is a HR role coming up here, right? So if I come into my first page, and if I type it here as a HR role, and if I hit into your this section, so let's see, to view all role, click and remove icon. Okay, I don't know what this, it was something was coming up here, but you can see automatically it has shown up into your this section that way. Let's see, what is this, to view all role. Okay, what it is saying here, team, that if you want to view all the role, you will have to click cancel your this section. It will automatically your show up all this role that you have it here. Now since we have to create a new role, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new section here. And if I come into your this new section, you will see it will come into your this role detail that we have it here. Now this your role, team, it's going to take some time to open it, because this is a demo system. And so here you will see it's like, it's going to take at least a 30-second time to open up your this role that we have it. Normally into your another client system, and you will have it, it will not take so much of time. It just opens in a few seconds. But since it's a demo system, and let me also tell you, team, that success factor also uses this system for their research and development. So there is a lot of detail you will see, that they will keep on making changes and everything. And I think that is the reason, when it comes to the role, they have made it a bit longer time to open up your this role that you will see into your this section. So let's the role open, and then we will see all your this section that which is going to come here. So here you can see all your role, it has opened up here. And you can, your role detail, it's going to be divided into 3 sections, which is uh, into your name and description. So you will have it here as a name and description, which is going to come into your this section. So you will have it your name and description, which is going to come into your this detail. So whatever the name and description, in this case we want to give it here as a TCS role. So I'll give it here as a TCS role, because we are doing entire configuration for your TCS that we have it here. And then second detail, you can see it is your permission setting. So you have it here as a permission setting, which is into your this section. So you have it into your this permission detail that we have it here. And so I don't want to click on this permission right now. Before that, I want to show you your this detail, the third detail that you have it here, which is your grant this role to, which means out of this, let's assume that in my company TCS there is only 3 people, and out of these 3 people, to whom I want to grant this role to. So this is what these 3 detail that you will see one by one. You will have to do that here. First detail I have already mentioned. Second detail, which is your permission. Now this will take all these module and everything that we have it here. So now you can see this section will be divided into 2 major sections, which is your user permission. User permission, it is your end user, what they will be able to see. Administrative permission, team, it is for permission for us, permission for all those success factor consultant who are trained and who will be working on your administrative. So administrative permission, basically it is your admin center permission. And then your user permission, it is your end user permission. Okay, a couple of times, team, people, they have asked me, that what is end user and what is admin. So can somebody tell me what is the difference between your admin and your end user? End user and admin. Yes, team. What is the basic difference between your end user and admin? Can somebody can tell me what is this? Team, you guys need to participate. Otherwise, I will seriously not it. Are you guys able to hear me? Hello? Okay, admin can navigate to all the tool. Yes, that is true. Admin can navigate it to all the tool. That is actually true. Who has written that? Kishore. That's right, Kishore. That is actually true. Admin can navigate to all the tool. Yes, because you are a doctor, right? So you can navigate to all the tool. That's actually true. Any other end user has a restriction? Yes, obviously end user has a restriction. Any other? Shiv, yeah, Shiv, I was waiting for your this detail only because I have seen into your past 3 days, you are actually very good in writing your end user who has an access to. In a way, Shiv, you are also right. Okay, most of the company, what they do, team, that they use your employee central as a ESS and MSS. So in that case, they actually use all these section into your ESS and MSS. So end user who will have an access to ESS and MSS, that's actually too sure, not wrong. And I see, most of the people, they are already aware about all these details. Admin who controls the role. Yes. No, admin will not necessary who will control the role. In that case, even your manager will be an admin who will be who these roles and everything, it is done by the manager. So your manager and everything, they will do all your this section. The basic difference between your admin and the end user team, because uh, you know end user will not have an access to admin center, which means end user will not have an access to. Oh, now, so I have clicked back here, so now I think that has the screen has gone. Okay, so end user will not have an access to this detail admin center where you can see all these detail, which means end user will not be able to do the configuration has to be done by the only the administrator, who are the people who are trained, and who are eligible to work on the success factor that we have it here. So this is a basic detail. Now, since we haven't done much into your RBP, that's something which we will again continue that one tomorrow. And I can see there's the time for your question and answer session, team. So let me know any question and answer. And again, we will start from your RBP that we have it here. Any question that anybody has it? Team, role will be.
Ashish, all good, all good.
All right, Siddharth. And Kishore has asked a question, which is role will be similar to designation. Role will be role will be not be similar. Okay, you can take it in a way. I think Kishore, I got it. What actually trying to say? In a way, yes. Role will be your similar to your designation that you will be getting it here. Like for example, in this case, Kishore, you are having and you are a performance management consultant. So obviously, you will have the access to do everything into your performance management, right? Whereas Siddharth and Shiva, they will have only then access to read into your performance section, right? They will not have an access to other detail into the performance section. So yes, in a way, you are right. Okay, any other question, team? Okay, my suggestion it would be, team, that please go ahead and keep on practicing into your success factor system and keep on reading books and everything, because I have shared a lot of detail with you people and not ready for the day. No, not for the day. Okay. All right. So that's fine, Shiva. So keep on reading and everything, and the material which I have sent to you, that will be quite enough for your certification, team. So just follow my, your the video which I the training which I'm taking it, and followed by with your documentation I have it here, I think that will be enough for all of you to clear your certification. So apart from this, don't focus on anything else, because it will be just a wasting of time. And I have already shared a lot of documentation with each module. Before starting off your module, I will keep on sharing all these documentation, so that you people can go ahead and read all these documentation that you have it. So you can see there's a lot of documentation which I've already shared with you people, right? Then here also, with each module wise, you will see lot of information which is going to come. And some of the documentation I will also cover it, but not all of them. The one which I will feel something which is important, I will show that to you. And but rest of the detailed document team, which you will only have to read and you'll have to go through. And in case if you come across any question, you can always come back to me and you can ask me during the session that you have it here. Okay, any other question team? If you have it, let me know. Otherwise, I will close this session for today.
Ashish, like we were in the middle of creating, should we just create then a role and assign it to a group, like so that we can see how it happens?
Well, Siddharth, I can do that, but there is a lot of detail, into the role it will actually go. And as I said, that role will take to cover up the role only, it will take another 2 days. So since we are doing this for the first time, so I will give that much of time. This topic again is going to come into your employee central. So in employee center, when we will be doing it, I will not spend so much of time that point of time. We will just see that for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we will move on. So since we're doing it for the first time, so I would like to spend so much of time, because this is something which is important.
Okay, so you will continue with this tomorrow as well?
Yes, so I will continue with this tomorrow as well, and I think this will also be continued day after tomorrow also.
Okay, Ashish.
All right. Okay. So all right, team. So we will continue with the what is the date? Today is Wednesday, right? Okay, yeah. So all right. So we will continue the same thing tomorrow, and then
That was
same
Siddharth,
time.
wasn't it, Ashish?
Sorry.
In the background, that was Siddharth. It was a voice from somebody else.
Yeah. No. 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 Not
Oh,
from.
it was not from your side.
Yes. Yes. Not from my side. So
Okay, okay. I thought, yeah.
no. 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 Don't worry. Don't. Little Siddharth did not come to me.
Okay. Otherwise, we could have met.
Oh yes, little Siddharth did not come to me. So I have taken this special room for me, which is on the roof. That's where I conduct all my
Oh,
project
this
and
is
other.
a home office for you. Home
Yes,
office
so
you have
this
made it.
is my home office. I have made it, so no disturbance comes here to me. But the only
Okay.
only issue it is, in summer it gets very hot, just like what I'm feeling it today. So
I can
that's
understand. Like if it's a closed space and then you're working there, it must be getting hot.
yes, it is very hot, and so to be honest, initially I thought, let me cancel the session. So it was that hot. But then I thought, let me go ahead and take it, and I'll switch on the cooler, and then we'll see how it goes. Anyhow, team, so we will continue again tomorrow, and then we will go ahead with the same time, and we will, again continue with the RPP role that we have it. Okay, then, team.
Okay. Thanks, Ashish.
All right, yeah. Bye bye,
See
team.
you, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thanks, Ashish.
All right, bye bye, Kishore.
Okay.
All right, Shiva.